Welcome back, basketball fam. We here with another one. We about to give y'all an NBA roundup real quick. This is the summer league edition. Tell you what's been happening since summer league kicked off. You had your Las Vegas summer league kicking off this week. We got some key stories about the players in the games and some stories going on the sideline. Let's start on the sideline. Let's start the big one from the NBA.
Hold on one second.
NBA is
Can I do like a quick rant real quick?
sure.
This is if you're a Pelicans fan, I'm sorry you need to hear this. There is no excuse for the Pelicans to not be playing Derek Queen, uh, Jeremiah Fears, or any of the people that drafted last year in the summer league. I don't care how good you think they are, but Pelicans organization, you need to do better. Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears should be in the summer league. There's no excuse. If you have Kobe Bryant, Janai Broom, all these other guys playing, this is what summer league is for. So if these guys are your future cornerstone pieces, at least play them a game or two. They should be on the sideline in dress clothes. I'll also say there's a lot of players who should be in the summer league right now. They're taking up spots for other people to have a chance to compete and try out for NBA games. So I think the summer league needs to change some rules when it comes to who's eligible and who's not. Like I don't think guys who made all rookie teams should be on a summer league team. That's my gut.
There you have it. Ready?
Yep. Sorry.
All right. First one, the NBA has rescinded the Kawhi Leonard trade. Clippers do not send Kawhi to the Raptors as of now. So he's back with the Clippers. Tyler, want to tell us what happened with this story?
Yeah. So the Clippers are trying to get rid of Kawhi because they feel like there is some form of punishment coming down on them for the alleged $28 million embezzlement contract endorsement scandal. So if the Raptors ascend to trade for Kawhi, they will take on all the responsibility of that scandal. So they don't want to trade for Kawhi if he is to miss like let's say 30 or 40 games, and you giving up Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and like 3 first-round picks. So they say the value is not there if he was to miss 30 games. But if you ask me, Kawhi missing 30 games would be like kind of in his favor because he will be healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's all it is. That sounds good to me. If anything, if I'm the Raptors, I'll say give me some of my picks back.
At least
'Cause I
one.
don't think you can, yeah, I don't think you can welcome Ingram and Dick back into the building after you trade them away. How would that look? So I think that's something they need to think about. But yeah, keep an eye on that. See what happens with that trade. Next story up. We had an altercation, a little run in on the sidelines. Bam and Hero got into a scuffle. I'll say. Tyler, want to tell them about it?
Yeah, so it's Las Vegas Summer League. The Heat are playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Apparently, they were in the same gym. Don't know why. You would think they had more gyms in Las Vegas, but Tyler Hero posted on social media about some of the Heat players not deserving money and not being good players or not as good as players people think. So I guess Bam took offense. But it turns out that Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and some of the other former Heat players do not really mess with Bam anymore because he got the max extension when they didn't think he deserved it. So I guess Tyler Hero was salty because of that. But the Heat painted Bam with his golden boy. Don't know why he has no accolades. So, I mean, I think Tyler Hero has a right to be kind of upset. But they got into a scuffle. Bam sucker punched him in the right eye.
I'm gonna say this. Tyler Hero, he was salty for what he said. He didn't have to say that. On the Bam side of things, he had to put his hands on him. He could have handled with words. And I have to side with Tyler Hero. He is a little overrated. He is not that good to me. He I mean, I'm just being real. I feel like you can find a guy that give you what Bam give you for a lot less than what you're paying Bam and Adebayo.
Way a lot less.
So that's just my opinion on that. Uh, he's a more offensively skilled Bobby Portis, basically. But you're not giving Bobby Portis $30+ million a year. So,
Nope.
Just something to think about. But anyway, let's get down to summer league standouts. And of course, the top 4 picks were in action in Las Vegas. They all look really, really good. Let's go through them real quick. We got the number 4 pick, Mr. Caleb Wilson. He had 35 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists with 3 blocks in 33 minutes in his summer league debut, which happens to be a record for points scored in a summer league debut. He was 7 from 11 from 3 points, 3-point range, which got my attention. And you were on record saying that Hubert Davis should not be fired when he was coaching the North Carolina Tar Heels. I just want to throw it out there. He didn't have Caleb Wilson playing like this.
I mean, he should have been fired anyway. Like, he only been there. He took him to the championship.
The Tar Heels made the right decision cutting ties with Hubert Davis again. I know he's a Tar Heel, but his time as head coach was over with. I mean, you had Caleb Wilson on the team. You had this man in the paint down there all game, every game.
He did get hurt, though.
Flirt.
He did get hurt.
Huh?
He did get hurt and missed the season.
It's true. But I'm just saying. He probably wouldn't have got hurt if he wasn't in the paint. But I'm just saying. The man got a pretty extensive offensive game. So, shout out to Caleb Wilson. And and you got anything?
I'll say this: if my son is getting recruited, obviously you probably gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. We gonna ask these questions. What you gonna play him at? What's he gonna be doing? Like these some of the questions Caleb Wilson probably should ask Hubert Davis. I want that out there. And 2, the 7 from 11 for 3. That's an anomaly. He's not gonna shoot that from 3 all the time, but he is showing that he can shoot the ball. We said his ceiling was KG, so I'm standing by that.
Okay. I can see it. I see it more now. I think he's a better 3-point shooter than y'all give him credit for, because he looked really natural shooting it.
You gonna see?
He didn't hesitate with the shot like some of those big guys do. Moving on to the next guy, he was the number 3 pick in the draft. That'd be Cam Boozer. Through 3 games so far, he has 18.7 points, 5.7 rebounds, 4 assists. He's shooting 62.5% from the field. Looking real efficient out there for the Grizzlies. Tyler, your take on Cam Boozer?
Hey man, some of the players on the team was like, this dude is fast, but he's slow at the same time. I guess because he has such great footwork. He's shown his playmaking ability. He had 27 points against Caleb Wilson yesterday and got the win, so that's pretty impressive. We said this dude can be a 20.
His team got the win.
His team got the win. I'm not saying like he just beat him 1-on-1, but we say he can be a 20-10 guy, and I think he's showing it. I know it's summer league, but some guys just have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. He might have the lowest ceiling, but he got the highest floor by far of all these guys. I think at his worst, he's 16-10.
He's literally Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, he's literally his father. I would not be surprised he's a consistent 20-10 guy later in his career. I think he might have the longest career out of all these guys, most likely. So, especially when he start filling out physically.
And I'll say this about the Grizzlies. Like, looking at their summer league team, you see Cedric Howard, Taylor Hendricks. They look pretty like they got a lot of young talent. So I don't think they'll be bad for long.
I don't think so either. They had to find a point guard, though.
Yeah, that may be next draft. Tyron Stokes.
Let's look now at the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. There's Darren Peterson. He has 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 5.3 assists through 3 games. He's been hitting the 3 consistently. This man hasn't seen a shot he ain't like yet. Very aggressive on the offensive end, getting to the basket. Your thoughts on Mr. Darren Peterson?
He's been playing great. He has to kind of get out of foul trouble. I know it's summer league, but he had 9 fouls one game. Can't do that. Gotta be cautious and conscious of what you're doing. He can't be turning the ball over. He had 9 turnovers in one game, so I'm not assuming he'll be bringing the ball up the court at all a lot. Maybe this is
8.
just 8, same thing.
Yep.
But obviously Keontae George can be bringing the ball up, but I think he still needs to have a little bit of playmaking ability just in case George goes down and he has to move to the point guard position. But man, he's been scoring the ball lights out. He's playing. So
Yes, I gotta give him credit. He's looking good out there, and no signs of that injury popping up anywhere. Uh, Mr. Peterson like he's gonna be around for a while. Now we got Peterson, Bailey, and who's the other one?
Talking about starting lineup for young guys.
Starting like this guard rotation for the Jazz.
They put in
Peterson, Collier, and somebody else.
George.
George, there we go. How did I forget him? Yeah, like how's this gonna work?
I think they will. I think they're gonna bring Bailey off the bench because we gotta remember they still got Laurie Marketing and Nurkic. Bailey might
What he
get
gonna
traded.
think? Yeah, so I wonder he gonna think about that because Peterson he looking ready to go, man. Like a lot of these guys,
They
you know,
still
you
got
want
Cody
to.
Williams too.
Yeah, I forgot, man. Well, he definitely finna go. He ain't gonna be there long.
So
But yeah, but moving on to the number one pick. Don't know why this slide is white. It wasn't white earlier. We got AJ Bastanza, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block in this one game so far this summer. Tied the record for number one pick points in the summer league debut. He is 0-5 from 3, but he's looking silky smooth with it as a dribble drive wing. Another guy looks ready to go. Your thoughts on AJ?
yeah, man, he surprised me. Not gonna lie, I knew he couldn't shoot the three, but at least he is shooting it to see if he can make it. That he's showing he's aggressive. But man, this dude, he gets to the paint. Like his ability to finish is ridiculous. And I think man, this rookie of the year run is about to be tough.
Yep, yep. I see some. I call me crazy, but I see some T Mac in this man game, man.
I see it too.
Yeah, this dude's a crazy good scorer, and but I think Darren Peterson's shot selection is like off the charts, and I think he got a little Trace McGrady in his game too. But I think both of these guys are really really good, man, and I think they probably should be the front runners for MVP. They went head to head in the summer league, by the way. That should be noted.
I'll throw Boozer in there too.
Yeah, I think you got to go with Caleb Wilson. I mean,
Exactly.
all four of
That's
them
what I'm
have a
saying.
chance.
All of them.
Yeah, but let's rank them. Let's talk about it. This is what I thought. I thought based on what I saw in summer league so far, that's how I rank them. But if I was looking at who's most ready for the NBA right now, it's a totally different ranking. I'd like to get your input on it.
Yeah, best summer league. I'll say Caleb Wilson because he had 33-point game. Yeah, I'll say
35.
Caleb. 35. Sorry, didn't mean to discredit the man.
Because it's the record. If you go 33, it's not the record.
So I would say, I'm saying Wilson, Boozer, DeBonza, then Peterson. Simply because I think Peterson, he's going against grown men, and I think they're showing they're more physically tough than him when he's having the ball in his hand. So I'll kind of hold that against him a little bit. He got to get a little stronger. But I think best summer league: Wilson, Boozer, DeBonza, Peterson. Most NBA ready. DeBonza just because he plays for the Wizards, so he's definitely going to be starting. So he doesn't really have a choice. Then I'm gonna say Boozer, Wilson, then Peterson.
Okay.
Because the thing about shooting, we know shooting the ball, a coach will pull you out the game if you shoot a couple bad shots in a row. And I think Darren Peterson might have that ability to shoot bad shots in a row.
Yeah, but I mean, I think out of all these guys, he creates for himself the best. I think he will automatically become one of the best shot creators in the league, and I just think it's just something you need to think about. Going into some of the summer league slow starts, I call them.
And I'm glad we're talking about this because I had a lot of people I want to talk about.
Well, I put some names down. I'll let you go into who you want to talk about. I put Kingston Fleming. He had the 5 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists. Darius Acuff, 8 for 27 from 3.
Good God.
Kareem Lopez hasn't played a game. And my guy, pictured right there, Keaton Wagner, a guy I told you need to go top 5 when we was talking about our mock draft. I was like, yeah, this dude going top 5. He Steph Curry, this, that. He went 5th to the Clippers. He's 1-7 from 3. He went 1-7 from the field, 1-5 from 3 in his only game so far. I will say this: shooters take a little time to get going. They got to find their spots in the court. Will he ever find his spot in Vegas? Probably not. But once he gets to the Clippers after a couple games, I think he'll find his sweet spots. I think his shot to start falling in. But I'll let you take over.
So I'm glad we're talking about the slow starts because there's one person missing, Nate Ament, who was supposed to commit to Duke but went to Tennessee because he was scared of competition. He literally said he wanted to start, so he went to Tennessee. That does not make you.
Allegedly.
No, he said it. That does not make you an NBA ready player. I'll say that first off the bat. So you running from competition at Tennessee? Nah, that's not gonna cut it. But now you're the face of the Bull. Now you're the face of the Bucks. You stunk it up. You should have played when they played last week, but you didn't play. Play your first game a couple days ago. You stunk it up. Kareem Lopez, where you at? You were supposed to be the next best thing coming from overseas, and you ain't played yet. So that's not a good look for teams. That's why teams don't like drafting overseas players. If I'm a GM, I'm not drafting an overseas player. I can't do it. I need to know you're gonna come play.
Not the first round or not.
Exactly. Kingston Fleming, I'm not worried about him. He's gonna be coming off the bench, so I think once he's learning from CJ McCollum, he'll be fine. But there's Acuff Jr. I rewatched the summer league game. Where's the defense? I know Coach Cal said he didn't want you playing defense because he was so worried about you scoring. That's not a good look. So I think if you're in summer league, this is time we know you can score the ball. This is where you should practice your defense. Because there's some guys in the NBA who can score the ball really well. They're just not an NBA team. So this is where you show teams your team you can play defense.
I always had a saying about summer league. Summer league doesn't tell you who can play; it tell you who can't play. And right now, these are the guys who can't play, and you can't put these guys on the court right now, in my opinion, in the NBA. They're gonna need a little bit of time. So we'll see what happens when they learn how to play. But as of right now, if the season started today, these guys couldn't get on the court, and I'm just we add Nate Ament to that list because he's not listed. So we're gonna talk about
Should they change the eligibility for NBA draft? Because you and I both talk this all the time. A lot of these guys should not be in the draft. They're not ready. We say it all the time. But we know money talk and all that. So what do you think?
How for changing criteria? How though? I mean, what do you mean by change criteria?
Like
age limit or
either age or experience? Because the top four guys clearly are like literally head over heels better than the rest of the guys behind them.
But if you did that, the top four, if we change the age limit, the top four guys not in the draft. So
I just think I gotta do something because I feel like there's more NBA players who don't work out because they don't have a chance to because their team is constantly drafting replacements every year. That's just how I think.
I think what they need to do, what they started the developmental league for, is to treat it like the minor leagues. Like in the MLB, they had a draft. And like they draft a guy, but he doesn't necessarily go straight to the MLB. He goes to the minor leagues.
About 3 or 4 years, yeah.
Yeah, so they developed the NBA developmental league to be like that, but they don't use it like that.
Nope.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's happening. If you draft these guys, you don't think they're ready, put them in the developmental league for the whole year. Then you see this guy next year in the summer league, see how he's grown, and go from there. Put a limit of 3 years max in a developmental league. From there, team has to make a decision to keep them or cut them.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, guarantee his contract for X amount of years. Say he drafted in the first round, but you don't get the 4-year contract. You get a 3-year contract. You got to spend whole year in summer league. Whole year in the developmental league. Next year, you play summer league. You're good. Move up. You move up. If not, you have to stay in the development league a whole another year.
Because the G League, if you can't ball in the G League, then you can't be in the NBA.
There you go. There you go, my friend. But they don't use it like they said they was going to use it. They never did. But That's enough for the summer league talk. Let's talk about this guy with the big bank extension. Mr. Wemby signs an extension, 3 years extension with the Spurs. Rookie Supermax extension, but he leaves $51 million on the table to help them retain players that's already on the team. What do you think about Wemby and his extension?
I think it was smart. I don't see how it was a $51 million pay cut. Like, God, dog. So this man, he was going to be making $300 million. That's crazy. I was not thinking that. Cause I said, what the cut at? I didn't even. I was like, okay, well,
because he made All NBA, so it went up.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Anyway, but congratulations to Wemby, man. He second best player in the league.
I'm gonna say he didn't have to take that pay cut either. He didn't have.
He
He's
showed it.
23 years old, and he already showing the fact that he wants to win a championship, and I admire him for that. So
We got to admire. We got to admire Jalen Brunson first because he started that trend. So I admire Jalen Brunson for that.
I was just about to say, people online talking about, well, it ain't $113 million, but yeah, but it's $51 million. It's something he didn't have to do.
Sure did.
And I commend him for that, man. And he deserves credit for that. He turned down a lot less than people like James Harden and Donovan Mitchell and all these other guys turning down. So
yep,
keep that in mind. So shout out to Wemby for that. Last big story I want to talk about, y'all. LeBron James, Final Four, Heat, Cavs, Sixers, Warriors. Where does the story end? Tyler, you tell me.
I'm guessing the Sixers. If you look at it, the Sixers are literally the best option for him. Not even being like biased, like what on the Sixers? What does he have to do? Like honestly, what does he have to do?
It depends on what he's looking for.
I think he wants to relax.
If he trying to relax and talk about his family said they love the city of Miami. If you want to go home and close out his legacy, it could be the Cavs. If you want to win a championship, it's the Warriors. If you want to please the fans and get them the most exciting duo of all time, it's probably the Warriors. But, me personally, I'm putting him on Sixers.
I mean,
but I think if I'm in his head, if I'm in a circle, I'm probably thinking he's probably favoring the Cavs, but I think it's the worst fit. But, yeah.
I think he's favoring the Heat simply because South Beach.
Here we go. Who gives the best chance of ring number 5?
Sixers.
Sixers it is. I agree.
I'm not going back to the West.
I mean, I don't think he's concerned about East or West. He's won them in both sides. And honestly, he dominated the East. He could have dominated the West. He was there sooner. He made a lot of players out East head out West. Let's keep that in mind.
I'll say this too. Let's not sleep on the Nuggets. The Nuggets are still pursuing.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I think these are the 4. I think the Sixers. If he wants that 5th ring, it's the Sixers. But what would people say if he joins the Sixers? Like he didn't have to do nothing. It was Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Maxey team and AJ, but not AJ. BJ Edgecombe was the third guy, and him and Embiid were just glorified role players, which probably true, but.
I mean, people try to discredit his bubble championship, but so I don't think he would care. I don't discredit that.
Championship to me.
Exactly.
But that's just my thoughts on that. But there you have it, guys. Y'all tell us who y'all think gives LeBron James the best chance for ring number 5, and what's his best landing spot. Me and Tyler both on the Sixers on both points of interest on that. But y'all tell us in the comment section what y'all think. Tyler, you got anything else you want to say on this video?
We can talk about it. Le'Veon 5 line, 28 points, and then 23 points in 2 summer league games. Janai Broom 22, 10, 23 and 10. The Sixers finally have a summer league squad. We lose every game every year in the summer league. We won 2 in a row. Still the draft. 5 line, still of the draft. I'm saying it.
Okay. There you have it, guys. Hey, with that, we out. Peace.